Hi everyone, this is Aness, and in this video we are going to cover the next risk, the politician trade risk. So in the previous video we saw earnings risks, we saw the CEO risks, and now we're going to see the most famous politician, Nancy Pelosi. Okay, so basically politicians, when they trade, they have to report it. They have to report their trades uh, to the clerk's website. Anyway, so you can go on the website, you can check the disclosure section, and we pull in Python automatically. So it's very cool. Okay, like this you can pull it automatically, just like in data that's publicly available, and we get it. Okay, so you can search yourself. Okay, check Pelosi. I'm going to show you first how you search. You search for Pelosi, you put 2025, you get the PDF, you click, it shows you what she traded. Here is Google. You can see when and around how much. They don't disclose the exact amount. You have more trades, okay, and you have the confirmation, etc. You can see when she did it, okay. So remember, it's a short-term signal. Okay, so short-term, there is a social hype, people will buy. We did it with Tempus. My options, they hit 400%, okay, in 1 week. I'm not saying again it's going to happen every time. Remember, there is a risk. But yes, it did this time. Long-term, there is no signal. So Tempus, it happens, it went up, but don't expect that on every trade, guys. Okay, like some trades are not going to go up. You trade hype one, even if it's up plus 30%. 1% max, again, it's very risky. You trade it right away. If you wait, you're losing. Maybe not right away. Sometimes it depends on when the news is released and whether it's market open or not, what I mentioned earlier. But this is the idea. Okay, so you buy it first day. You sell it after 4 days because as soon as the hype fades. Okay, and long term, there is no signal. Okay, it's a reaction, it's a hype trade, and it works best for small caps. Okay, why? Because trading volume is going to hit the price. So it's like when you pump a crypto or a small cap stock that's 20 million. Well, Tempest is not such a small cap, but this is what I mean. Like the smaller the market capitalization and the trading volume, the less you have market makers who are going to create a market, and the more as soon as you hit small trading volume is going to move the price. This we're going to cover it again, but it works better for small caps if you want to trade the hype. But you don't have only Nancy Pelosi, you also have Trump. And so this last couple of months we've seen, and actually it was the same during his last presidency, and I was already training back then. But anyways, we saw that people they listen to Trump, they trade the news, fundamentals they work, financial analysis works for the long run, but over the short term usually it's technical. But even technical analysis, when there is a news, it doesn't mean anything. Why? Because the technical analysis is relying on basically no alpha coming. Okay, so as soon as there is alpha, like Trump saying do this, something's going to happen. Okay, it breaks all the signals. So politician signals are real. Okay, Trump did this funny thing. He posted this. The best definition of intelligence is the ability to predict the future. Okay? And so the comment was long or short today, boss. Anyway, so let's move on, but you can predict the future. Not always with 100% accuracy, but you can put some statistics on it. And you can get paid for taking risks as long as they are as long as you take them well. Remember the goal, you want to understand all your risk exposures. So here we already mentioned some. You want to understand how to predict them, like the market, what moves the market, etc., what moves earnings, how to predict earnings. I showed you with the app, but we're going to go through exactly how it works. And you want to profit from them. And politician trades are one type. So, okay, then it's a bit of information, but don't forget, you don't know what you don't know. You know only what you know. Okay, which means that there is something you don't know, but if you are not smart enough to question yourself, you're not going to know that you could lose, because you know only what you know. Okay, so always be careful. When Trump said buy stocks, it was a signal. Doesn't mean put all your money, but it means, man, you have to put like, I don't know, like 1% or woman. I mean, like you everyone. You have to take some risk here. Okay, it's worth it. But again, small. Don't forget your allocation risk. This could be a short signal. Okay, so this is a buy signal, and this is like a short signal basically. And the timing is not always great, so you have to be careful. You have to DCA. You have to think, what if I'm already in the signal? You know, like it's a bit, things are a bit more subtle. But this gives you an idea of what's next. All right. So thanks for watching, and let's move on with the next risk.